guys, it's Boyd Sparrow here from Sparrow Farm, and today we're going to talk a little bit about nutrients, and in particular Yara products. So in Indonesia, in our melon farms, we run Yara products, and what I want to show you is a bit about what we put inside of our tanks. So as you can see along the front here, we've got a series of water-soluble products that we use within our fertigation dripper systems. And if we start with the first one we have here is Yara Terra from Yara. Yara Terra has about 15.5% nitrogen and about 19% calcium within. Next one we have is the Crista K Plus, which is this one here with the green packaging. And that has 13.7% nitrogen, 38.4% potassium inside. And then the final one we have over here is the Yara Terra MKP. Now the MKP has around 22.7% phosphorus and 28.2% potassium. Collectively, these three products form what we call the base of the formula. We obviously add other products inside during the course of its life, and we have 4 stages throughout the growth that we implement certain practices. But these are the backbone of our feed. I guess one of the most important things when it comes to fertilizers is fertilizers and nutrients are not the same. You might have a calcium product from another brand, you might have a calcium product from Yara, but the good thing and the reason why we pick Yara for our products is because with Yara products, we know everything that's inside and everything that goes inside the bag. So I just told you the ratios that make up the bag, but we can count for every single thing that's inside the bag, and there's no hidden. So everything that we put inside our nutrient mix needs to be measured, and it needs to be the same every time. Otherwise, having a recipe booklet and step-by-step instructions of how to do things is almost worthless. One of the other reasons we use Yara is because it's water soluble. So there's a lot of products on the market that claim they're water soluble, but they aren't. They're just repackaged, or they're packaged up other products combined with other products that don't have water solubles. Yara does. Yara is a water soluble product. That is what it is. This product is distinctly made for water soluble. With our farm here, our water comes from the ground as groundwater. We filter the water and it still sits around 7.6% pH. When we add in our Yara products that you're seeing here and our nutrients, it brings our pH down to that 5.8 to 6.2 range for our melons. In fact, it's actually perfectly sitting at 7.6%. We add our nutrient mix to it, we get the 6%. The MKP is what does that. It's what helps pushes it down. Most days, we don't have to use any pH up or pH down, which might not sound that much, but it's a time saver, but also a money saver. Every milliliter of pH up and down that you use, right, it costs you money on your farm, which means you're losing money on your product. And so that's why it's important to have a stable product, because the acid that you put in and down also can make it drift. So if you're using pH up or pH down or citric acid or whatever it may be that you're using, they can fluctuate. So you can put it in the beginning of the day and the pH will be right. And by the afternoon, the nutrient tank is now spiked up or down, and that's what you're putting on your plants. So it's really important that whatever you have is a stable product. And the best way to do that is to have your base nutrients do it for you. So that's why we use, and one of the key reasons why we use Yara. The other reasons, there's no chloride inside the bags, no sodium, and no heavy metals. With Yara, you know what you're getting inside the bag, and it doesn't have those things, which you can be safe that there's no buildup in the bags. One of the biggest problems we have is sodium and chloride do not feed anything in the plant, so we don't want them in the plant. Everything that goes inside our polybag must be for the plant and for the benefit of the plant. Otherwise, what's going to happen is we're going to get salts and other matter that's going to build up inside the polybag, and as a result, the plants are not going to get their uptake. In fact, in most cases, they're going to get a nutrient lockout or a deficiency of some sort. So you're constantly having to flush out the bag. They also push your EC around in the bag, which can cause some plants to have a problem and other plants not to have a problem. So it makes it very hard to diagnose what's going on. And again, you're paying for the weight, so don't pay for the stuff that you don't need. Another thing that we've been trialing is this new product that we have here. This one is Yara Vita. Now, we're using a combination of drip-fed fertigation using our dripper system. We have a pressured emitter that goes into the bag and then pops in from the line. Yara doesn't block my line. Other products out there, we always have crystallization inside the line or in the drippers, and we have to constantly clean. Because it is a water-soluble fertilizer, it mixes into the water perfectly. We've also combined that with the new Yaravita. Now, the Yaravita basically is what we use as a foliar spray. So traditionally we would put these products inside with the water solubles inside of our tank and then push it across the farm. But the trifolate and the other micronutrients that we use, these have inside magnesium, or the micronutrient magnesium, zinc, iron, boron, copper, and I think myluballium. That's right, I think they say it. The same story on quality. So they're a small package, but they pack a punch. You mix it up and you put it into a foliar spray, and you're spraying it over the tree. It goes into warm or clear water and then mixes around. And you only have to do this every few weeks. So there is a trade-off. Putting it inside here, lazy man's way of doing it, but it's in every feed. And then this one here is on something that you do as a foliar spray, and you only have to do every few weeks. So there is a trade-off there. We've had great success, and you can see from the plants behind us here that we have had great success with ours. We've got rich, healthy leaves, we've got beautiful growth happening for such a short time. But the most important thing is making sure that you have good quality nutrients. And for us, we can't support anything better than Yara at the moment because it is the most stable product that we have on our melon farms in Indonesia. And it makes a very good, easy way for our SOPS book tells all the staff every single day what they need to do, how much needs to go inside what, all the steps involved. And if one of these things is off, then the whole crop could be off. And any farmer knows that stability is probably the most important thing that you can have when growing. So that's why we use Yara, and it matches to our SOPS books.